Okay, let's cook this slice. Now I like to use a Weet-Bix slice as the base of my jam and coconut slice. It's easy, it's versatile, and most people have Weet-Bix in the cupboard. So we're going to crumble up 3 Weet-Bix into a bowl. Just squish them up with your hands. There's no need to be fancy, as long as they're crushed. There we go. Now to those Weet-Bix, we're going to add 1 cup of self-raising flour, a cup of coconut, and 3/4 cup of brown sugar. Now we're going to give that a little mix so that they're all combined. Now I use wholemeal self-raising flour. If you want to use white self-raising flour, it'll make absolutely no difference to the mixture. Knock yourself out if you prefer the white flour. No problem at all. There we go, nice and combined. Now we're going to get 125 grams of butter and melt it in the microwave. So we've got melted butter in that cup. We're going to add a dash of vanilla essence. And we're going to add that melted butter and vanilla essence mix to our Weet-Bix mixture. There it goes. Now when you mix this, it's going to feel like it's a little dry. Don't panic, it's meant to be a dry mixture, so just keep mixing. The first time you mix it, you're going to be thinking, that is way too dry. Trust me, just keep going, bring it in down the sides, mash it all in. Eventually it'll all grab like that. So it is quite dry and crumbly, but that is exactly what you're looking for. I like my slice on this one really crunchy and firm. That's why I'm not adding an egg. So we're going to pop that mixture into a slice tin. Again, don't freak out. It's going to look a little bit crumbly. That is exactly what we're after. It is all good Robin Hood. Just spread it out a little bit with your wooden spoon, so it's kind of an even across the bottom of your pan. Once we get that kind of evened out, we're going to grab a metal spoon and we're going to firmly press down that mixture. Make sure it's quite firm. Give it a really firm push down with the back of a metal spoon and flatten it all out so that's all even, so we get a nice even bake. Make sure you pay attention to those sides. You want those all pushed down as well. There we go. Now we're going to pop that into an oven that's been preheated to 180 degrees, and that's going to cook in the oven for about 20 minutes. Keep an eye on it. Once it starts to go a little bit brown, you're going to pop it out, but mine took about 20 minutes today. And there it is, nice and brown. Just pop that aside to cool a bit. While that's cooling a little bit, we're going to make the egg topping with the egg, coconut and sugar. So just get yourself 3 eggs, break them into the bowl like so. Now a lot of people just use egg whites for their jam slices. I couldn't be bothered, it's too hard to separate them. Just chuck the whole thing in, honestly, it's fine. Now to those 3 eggs, we're going to add 1/2 cup of caster sugar. Just give that a mix. Don't over mix it. You just want to give it a mix until your mixture's combined. You're not making an omelette, you're just combining the sugar with the eggs. There we go. Now to that egg mixture, we're going to add 3 cups of desiccated coconut. Okay, so that's 3 cups. Now mix that all in together. You want to mix it really well. It'll be firmish by the time you're finished. It won't be crumbly, but it'll be firm. There'll be a little bit of moisture in there, but that's fine. So that's the consistency you're after there. Now your slice is still going to be warm, and that is absolutely how you want it. Now I hear a lot of people when they make jam slices to say, oh yeah, about 1/2 cup of jam's fine. I'm calling BS on that. Man, you need a whole jar of jam to make this slice sing. Get the whole jar in there. You need it, honestly. 1/2 cup. Pfft, what are they thinking? A jar, for me, is perfect. Look, if you want less, that's cool. Our household, the whole jar goes on. It's called jam slice, people, for a reason. Okay, spread it evenly. Once you've got that even, just spoon on your coconut egg sugar mixture that we just made up together. Just put spoonfuls over your slice so it's kind of evenish. It makes it easy to push it all out at the end. There we go, get it on there. Looking good, looking good. Okay, now once you've got those spoonfuls on there, just sort of spread it out a little bit with your spoon, just lightly, so that it looks like it's evenly spread. There we go, that's looking good. Now with the back of your spoon, we're going to very gently give it a little push, just gently. You don't want to squish it on, we're just going to gently push it down. That's going to go back into the oven, same 180 degrees. Takes about 25 minutes. You see that brown, little bits of brown on it? You want a little bit of a brown tinge on it. That took about 25 minutes at 180 degrees. And that's it, Jack Split. Cool it in the tin. Once it's cooled in the tin, just transfer it over to your slice tray. As I said, I like mine with a crispy base. If you want to put an egg in your base, that's cool. It won't be as crispy, but for me, a really good jam slice has a crispy base, a really nice ratio of jam in the middle, and a golden egg crumble on top. Honestly, it is divine. Oh, look at that. Yum. Oh.